downloading, unpacking, and viewing ISDP data. In this tutorial, you will learn how to download a zip archive from the Indiana Spatial Data Portal, also known as ISDP. You will become aware of several factors that may affect the transfer of this file. You will find out how to extract a downloaded zip file so you can view the image using your desktop software. Lastly, you will find out what you should do if you have difficulty extracting an ISDP zip file. There are a number of different factors that can affect the transfer of files from the Indiana Spatial Data Portal. First of all, the ISDP infrastructure is supported by high-performance networks at Indiana University. Usually, the success of data transfer is determined by the data requester's local network and bandwidth. Even when the data requester has high-speed internet, a download may take an extended amount of time because the ISDP is a tape-based system, and the requested files may be large. The ISDP archives files on a robotic tape system called the Indiana University Massive Data Storage System. This nearline storage system may create a data transfer latency or delay. When a file download is initiated, the robotic arm retrieves the necessary tape and loads it into a tape reader. The requested file is then read from the tape and transferred to an online computer hard drive before the file transfer actually begins. If a file is frequently requested, it may already be online, eliminating the delay of reading from tape. This whole process usually takes less than a minute, but may take up to 5 minutes depending on the size of the file requested, the amount of traffic on the system, and whether the file is already on the system's spinning disks. The ISDP system is usually busiest during the afternoons. If you have problems downloading files, you may want to try again at another time of day, such as late evening or early morning. A second issue that may create confusion for ISDP users is the zip file format used by ISDP to archive images. Zip files are data containers that include the image and all ancillary files in a single compressed file. Single files are easier to archive, retrieve, and transfer between systems, and the user is ensured of receiving all image supporting files with a single request. After users download zip archives to their local system, they need to decompress or extract each zip file before viewing. Many operating systems, such as Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, or Apple OS X, include a utility which will allow you to unzip the ISDP zip files by right-clicking on their icons and then selecting the option of Extracting All Files. If you are using an older operating system, you may need to download and install software that will zip and unzip files. Depending on your budget and/or needs, you may want to purchase and install an application such as WinZip, BitZipper, or Adobe Acrobat, or you may want to download a free application such as 7-Zip. To download 7-Zip for free, go to 7-zip.org. Let's use the ISDP tool now to download and extract a zip file and then display the unpacked TIFF image in Windows Photo Viewer. After opening the Multi-File Download tool, click on the Select Files from Map tab at the top of the screen and then click on Marion County. Click on Indianapolis West Quad. A list of files appears to the right of the map. Open the 2008 National Agriculture Imagery Program folder. Next, open the Quarter Quads folder and its GeoTIFF subfolder. Select the first file listed in this folder. Let's click on the Download Checked Files button now so we can see all of the options that are available to us as we download this file. A Download ISDP Files dialog box appears with the destination field listed at the top. When transferring files from the Indiana Spatial Data Portal, by default the files will be downloaded to the C:/TMP folder on your computer. You can change this pathway to download files to a folder of your choice. When specifying a destination, make sure that you select a folder that is large enough to accommodate the downloaded zip files and the extracted files. Remember to make a note of the specified destination folder that you have entered, so you won't have to search for these files. Directly underneath the destination folder field in this dialog box, you see 4 different options for subfolder creation. By default, all 4 Create Subfolder checkboxes are checked to organize downloads logically within subfolders. This prevents zip files with the same name but containing different image formats from overwriting each other. If all requested files have unique names, you may want to deselect one or more of these checkboxes to create fewer subfolders. If you use the download utility again after unchecking the Create Subfolder checkboxes, the system will remember your previous settings and leave the boxes unchecked. This means that the next time you download files, you may get unexpected results unless you remember to change the settings back before you begin. Let's leave the default subfolder options checked and start the download now. Click the Start Download button. The download will start and you will see an elapsed time box in the top left corner of the window. Once the file transfer process begins, the file transfer rates are determined by your local network. The bottom of the window displays the file name and transfer status. When the transfer is finished, a Download Complete message appears in green at the bottom of the window. Click the Close Window button to close the Download ISDP Files dialog box. Now we need to find the zip file on our local system. Navigate to the destination folder that you specified earlier. You will see a folder called ISDP Download, followed by the date and time of the download. Double-click to open this folder now. Since we left the Create Subfolder boxes checked, we will find several subfolders within this folder. Open the folders and click on GeoTIFF. If you cannot see the file name displayed with the .zip extension, you may want to go into your computer's advanced settings and turn this display feature on. To do this, click on Control Panel in the Start menu. Click on Folder Options. The Folder Options dialog box will appear. Click on the View tab at the top of the dialog box. In the Advanced Settings pane, click to deselect the Hide Extensions for Known File Types checkbox. Now your computer will display all file name extensions, and you will be able to identify the zip files. If you are working on a computer that has one of the operating systems we listed earlier in this tutorial, or if you have one of the unzip applications that we recommended, right-click on the icon with the .zip file extension and choose the option to Extract All or unzip the downloaded files. You will again be prompted to choose a destination folder. For easy organization of multiple datasets, you may wish to use the folder structure already created by the ISDP download tool. After you have indicated your destination folder, you can click on the Extract button. For more information about the imagery, such as finding the image source date or use restrictions, see the tutorial in this series called How Do I Find Information About ISDP Datasets? You are now ready to view the extracted image using an application such as Windows Photo Viewer. If you double-click on the file name, your computer will attempt to open the file using the application that is currently associated with the image's file type in your computer's setup. If you simply want to view the image, you may not care what application your computer uses to open it, but if you are planning to resize it or manipulate it in other ways, you may need to open it with a specific program. To open the image with a different application, right-click on the file. A pop-up menu will appear. Point to Open With, and then choose the name of the application from the list. If you receive an error message when attempting to unzip a file, you may need to download the file again. Incomplete file transfers happen if a download times out or is interrupted. The zip file you have on your local system may be empty or smaller than the zip file on IU's data portal. If you experience problems opening a zipped file, verify that the size of the zip file on your local system is the same as the zipped file on the ISDP. If different, then delete your local zip archive and download the dataset again, or select a smaller compressed format of the same image, such as Mr. SID or ECW if available. If this does not work, you may need to download the files from a different computer or network. For information about free GIS software and image viewers, see the Indiana University Knowledge Base article titled, "At IU, How Can I Access Free GIS Software?" Free GIS applications such as AccuGlobe will display Mr. SID and ECW images. Thank you for watching this tutorial, which was created by UITS IT Training and Education at Indiana University.